Hey, welcome there, boys and girls. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and we've got a couple things going on here today. And it's APBA Baseball. It's APBA Basic Baseball, and it's back to my 1961 Maris 61 replay. We are in New York, in the Bronx. It's the Kansas City A's, who don't have a lineup that where I'd say I recognize a lot of the players. I'll go over the lineup well, I can just show you the lineup. DeKalzer leads off, and I know as a Yankee, Al Pilarchik, Gene Stevens, Norm Seaburn, Jerry Lumpy, Joseph Pignatano, Leo Pistada, Reno Bertoia. These are the type of guys that I'm playing against. So I don't believe they had a very good record because I don't recognize them at all. And the Yankee lineup is going to look like Boyer and Kubik, Maris, Mantle, Berra, Skowron, Blanchard, and Richardson. Let's start rolling some APBA baseball. And here we have the red and we get the red and the white. You know what? I'm gonna do red and yellow. And there's the sound of APBA. And it's going to be a 22, and that is, he's a B. So Bill Stafford for the Yankees, he's a B, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field for the first out. And I'm using replay baseball to kind of play through this game and keep my stats and so on, so I can do other things. And this allows me to play multiple replays at the same time and go from one to the other, and everything's always in order. Here's Al Pilarchik. He's a lefty hitter against Bill Stafford, and it's a 43. A 29 will be a 29. This is a tapper right back to Stafford. Picks it up, throws the first, two down. One thing about APBA, plays very, very extremely fast. Now, I made copies of the cards that I have because I don't want to kind of destroy them. I want to keep them. Um, I bought nice new envelopes for these, classic looking envelopes, because the envelopes I had were kind of beat up. So I got new, and I have the new card, the actual cards in those envelopes, and I'll show them to you real quick so you can see. But I made scans. These are the actual cards. See that? Some of them are a little bit worse off than others. The original cards. And what I'll do is I'm going to have a scan of the original set. Here's Gene Stevens. Roll some dice. Gene Stevens with a 21 this time, and this is lifted to right field. And Maris over to his right, a couple of steps under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So 3 up and 3 down for the Kansas City A's. And it's going to be, I believe they were the A's back then, right? Kansas City Athletics. That's right. They were the Athletics. All right. Here's Cleve Boyer. He leads off, and his batting average is 307. 200 at bats, 46 games. So I played about 50 games, I believe, in this replay. Here's Boyer, 21, and that is lifted to left field at Posada under it for the first out. So 1 away now. Norm Bass, he's a deep pitcher, 1. Norm Bass, 49 innings pitched in my replay, 3.65 ERA, 5-1 record. So he's doing pretty well. 61, and that's going to be a 39, which is fouled back into the stands. Tony Kubik, left-handed hitter, shortstop for the Yankees. And a 52 is going to be bounced to third. Bertoia plays it over to first and in time. So Kubik bounces out to the opposite field, and here's Roger Maris. Maris has got 16 home runs and 200 at bats. In 600 at bats, that would give him 48 home runs. So he would be below where he should be at. So let's see if he gets one here. And a 65 is going to be a deep drive to right. Pilarchik to the track and makes the catch. So Roger Maris' long fly ball does not carry out of Yankee Stadium. And here's a guy named Sib Seaburn, or Norman Seaburn. Norm, for short. His mom called him Normie. And here's a pitch from Stafford. 31, and that's a 9. That's going to be bounced up the middle and through into center field. And picked up by Mantle, gets it into Richardson. And Seaburn, who's in no special speed, just average speed, he's on first. Now it's Jerry Lumpy. Not going to be hit and running with him. Here's a pitch, and a 56 is popped up. Right side, shortstop, Richardson. And that's one away. Pignatano's next. Here's the pitch. And 34, that's a drive to center field. Mantle on his horse, and he catches up to it. So Pignatano gives it a ride, but Mantle read it well off the bat and was able to catch up to it. 2 away. And here's Leo Posada with a 24. Strike 3. And that retires the side. Go to the bottom of the first inning. The second inning, excuse me. Mantle leads off. Pitch from Bass, 64, and that's ball 4. So Mantle is on. Does an offer at a full count pitch, and it's outside. He's on at first, takes his lead. Bass looks over, now gets a sign from Pignatano. And Berra with the pitch, and that's a 12. And let's see my boards here. See what the board says. Oh, that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. They turn it. So ground ball to Bertoya, goes to Lumpy. Round the horn, double play. And that is 2 outs. So Berra bounces into a double play. Scarron moves Scarron with a 61, and that's bounced to short. Scooped up by Hauser. Over to first in time. Go to top of the third. Here's Bertoya. Steps in for the first time today. Pitch of 61 is grounded up the middle, and Kubik gets there, spins, throws to first in time. Now it's Bass, the pitcher, so we go right to his pitching card. A 53 is a strikeout. And now we go to the top of the order once again. And remember, like and subscribe to my channel. Check my other videos, and just put one out, the 5 things tabletop gamers do wrong. Check those out. See if you do any of those. I know I do a bunch of those. And Hauser, 62, and that is a foul ball. Pull foul into the seats in right field. Again, the pitch, and this is bounced to second base. Richardson over to first. No score yet. Here in the bottom of the third inning with should be 1 out. Oh no, that was the hold on a second. Oh, that was the third out of that inning, the top of the third inning. So now we go to the bottom. This is Blanchard leading off. Sorry. Blanchard leads off. And 32 is bounced to second base. Lumpy. Sidearms it to first. Here's Bobby Richardson, steps in the box, and a 9 against a deep pitcher. That's a check swing blooper and drops in. So that's a single for Richardson, and Stafford is going to bunt. We're going to grab our booklet. Let's see what we do with that booklet. No. Do I have the booklet? Where do I have the booklet? Okay. I have no idea where the booklet is. So we're going to play by memory. There's a few squares, and a 31 is a 13. That's, who's that, Stanford? No, it's a 23. Oh, boy. That I have to look up. That I will have to look up for sure now. And give me 1 second. Okay, so it's pop-up caught by the pitcher, Bass, who whips it over to Seaburn at first, and they catch Richardson leaning in the wrong direction for a double play. So the pop-up bunt turns into a double play that ends the inning. Let us go back to where we have to get that in there. We're going to go into detail. We're going to do a pop-up, and it's going to be a 1 assist 3 double play. So pitcher with an unassisted, and he picks up and out of there we go. Double play, that ends the inning. All right, top of the fourth. Leads off is Pilarczyk. And a 65, and that's popped up. And 35 off the top of my head is a behind the plate, foul territory, and Blanchard is back there, makes the catch for the first out. Next up is Gene Stevens, lefty hitter. Stevens in our replay is batting 197, 66 at bat. So he's a part-timer, but he's going to bang one through the hole into right field. Ground ball that had eyes, and it gets through the infield. And Stevens is on at first, and he's fast. Here's Norm Seaburn. He's got a 1-66. Stafford better proceed with caution. Here's the pitch, and a 44. That is going to be a 7, so that's going to be line base hit. And runner, be pitcher on a 7 is a single through to right. F batter goes to second and throw to third. So we're going to have second and third now. Okay. Where are we? So we had Seaburn, and it was a 44, which is a 7. So runners will advance. One goes to third, the other goes to second. And this is the these charts, man. I believe they're either 70s or 80s. They're not my 61 charts, which I normally use because I put those in a box and I don't want to pull them out. But so second and third now with 1 out. This puts the pressure on Stafford. He was a pretty good pitcher for the Yanks in 61. One of the better pitchers that they had. I don't see them as having a great staff. All right. So it's going to be Jerry Lumpy, and he bats lefty versus the righty Bill Stafford. So it's second and third. And the Yanks are in a 0-0 game here at the top of the fourth. The Yanks are going to let a run score. Yes, they are. They're going to play back. And that's a 35, and a 35 is going to be a 9. But on second and third, now that changes. And that 9 becomes a fly out to right. It's going to become a sac fly to right field, deep enough to score Stevens from third. And Maris backs up a few steps and makes the catch. Let's see if the runner goes from second to third on this. It doesn't. I don't know if it says. It's B pitcher. What do we say? It was a 9. So Lumpy 9. It says fly out. Runner advance. Runners advance 1 base. So they both move up. So I'm gonna have to go into detail again, and it's gonna be a fly ball this time. Runner to right, or the ball to right, and then runners one goes home, and the other one goes to third. So 2 outs, runner on third. And this is going to bring up Piggy Pignatano, Joseph Pignatano. And he is the catcher for the Kansas City Athletics. And he's batting from the right side against Stafford. Let's roll those dice. There it is. Hopefully Stafford can get out of this fight and only give up 1 run. And it's going to be a 66, and that's going to take us to the second column, 0. So that's going to score at least another run. And that is a 25, which is a deep drive to left. Barrett to the track, looks up, and that's gone. 3-0 Kansas City Athletics. Home run by Joseph Pignatano. Here's Leo Posada with 2 outs and nobody on. The damage has been done. And the 26 will be a swing and a miss at a high fastball, and that ends the inning. But the Kansas City Athletics come up with 3 big runs, and it's going to be the top of the order for the Yanks, starting off with Clete Boyer. Cletus Leroy Spikes Boyer. Norm Bass. Here's the pitch. And it's a 46. A curveball gets them way out in front. 1 away. Tony Kubek next. Kubek in our replay batting 265. And a 46, and that's a drive to right center field. On the run is Pilarczyk. Will he get there? Yes. And he robs Kubik. And now it's Roger Maris. All right, Bass gets the sign, winds and deals, and that is a 34. Just missed being a 33, and that is ripped to center. Stevens doesn't move very much, and that retires the side. We'll go to the top of the 5th now with Reno Bertoia, the third baseman. And it's a 51, which will be ball 4. So Stafford loses him, and that's going to bring up Bass, who's going to square for the bunt. And a 21 will be a 13. He fouls it back. That's 2 strikes on the batter. Again, he squares, and that strikes out. That's simple. Top of the order. 1 out, 1 on. Here is Dick Hauser. I remember Dick Hauser is one of the batting, one of the coaches for the Yankees during Billy Martin in those years. Bertoia on at first gets his lead. Stafford sets and deals, and a 13 is ball. Oh, he's a Z, so that's ball 2. Again, Bertoia gets his lead at first. Stafford sets and deals, and the pitch is 16 is a 12. This is going to be a ground ball to third. Boyer goes to second for 1, back to first. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. That retires the side, and leading off here in the bottom of the 5th is Mickey Mantle. Pitch from Bass, who's pitched a heck of a game. Swings and misses, and gets Mantle with a fastball. Next is Yogi Berra. Doesn't strike out very much, and that's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Playing it off the wall is Stevens. Berra digging for second. Here's the throw, the tag from Hauser, and he is safe. 1 out double for Yogi Berra. So Berra smokes that one into right center field, picks up a double. Skowron now at 243 hitter with 11 home runs. Bass gets the sign from Pignatano. Here it is, and that's a 22, and that's line base hit. Let's see if Berra will come around to score. He will on that 22, which turns into a 7. 22 turns into a 7, and the runner scores. RBI single for Moose Skowron. Cuts the lead to 2, 3-1, Kansas City Athletics. Blanchard now with good power. Blanchard's got a 1-11, a 1-66, a 5-33. And the pitch from Bass. And he drives one down the line. If it stays fair, it's a fair ball. And Skowron, is an S. So I don't know what that's going to mean here. We're going to have to look. He may get thrown out. That's 6. No. He holds at third base on that 6. It's going to be second and third now, the tying run in scoring position. Let's look at who's available here in the bullpen. Got a guy named Archer, Larson. No, Archer is a starter. Larson. We've got Kunkel. We've got it looks like Guile or Giel. And then that's pretty much it. Everybody else is starting a game, so we got 3 guys available. So we're going to stick to Bass right here with second and third, see what happens with 1 out. Richardson, Bobby Richardson. Richardson's batting 218. And Bass gets the sign and deals a 42, and that's going to be a fly ball to left with second and third. Gotta look for that chart. Second, third, fly ball to left. Posada out there. I wrote what Posada is out there. Where is it? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. He is a 1 in left field. Let's see, second and third, and a 1 will. And that's going to be deep enough to score Skowron, who's an S. So Skowron's going to tag up and score. Makes the score 3-2 now. And that brings up Stafford, who we're going to let hit away. And the pitch, and a snake eyes, which is a base hit, single, and Blanchard's going to come around to score, and the game is tied. Oh, he's S. Let's see, let's make sure. I think even he will score even as an S with 2 outs. He does score, and the game is tied at 3. So the Yanks come right back. They allowed 3 runs in the top of the 4th. They come back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th to tie it up, and this brings up Boyer. Boyer, the pitch at 36, and that is popped up left side. Bertoya under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Yanks score 3 big runs to tie it up, all tied at 3, go to top of the 6th. Pilarczyk. Pitch from Stafford with a 55, and that's a 9. That's a ground ball, and through the hole. Single for Pilarczyk, and they've been getting ground ball seeing eye hits throughout the day against Pilarczyk. He's given up 5 hits. Here's Stevens now. The pitch to Stevens is going to be a 36, and that's going to be popped up left side. Third baseman Boyer makes the catch. 1 down. Seaburn is next. Pitch to Seaburn at 24 and struck him out. Curveball got him. 2 down, and here's Lumpy. And Lumpy with a 25, and that's going to be line center field, and Mantle is right there to end the inning. Go to bottom of the 6th. Norm Bass on the mound. Norm Bass this season, 3.83 ERA, 5-1 record. Here's Tony Kubek leads off. Bottom of the 6th, 61 replay, 21, and that's a fly to right. Pilarczyk and Stevens come together, and it's Pilarczyk makes the call. Next is Roger Maris. Looking for another home run. Oh, a 42, ball 4. He walks. Proceeded very, very carefully against Maris. And here's Mickey Mantle, another guy who hit a ton of home runs. He's got, excuse me, 1 at 66, 1 at 11, 5 at 33, and a 5 at 22. So Bass checks over at Maris, doesn't have much of a lead, gets a sign from Pignatano, now sets, and deals to Mantle. And Mantle, that is ball 4. He walks him. Again, we're sticking to Bass here. It's, a 61, so I'm really pushing the starter. Don't have a lot of relievers available. Here's Yogi Berra next. Yogi Berra batting .260 on the season with 10 home runs and 127 at bats. The pitch from Bass, and that's a 52 at 27. Not Pignatano, but Bertoya is a 3, but first and second with a 3 is going to turn that into, I use the advanced individual fielding, is going to turn it into a 5-3 ground ball. Only 1 play, and that is the first. And that's 2 outs now. So Berra grounds out. And now we got second and third. Moose Skowron up. Great thing about these cards, you just got to kind of look at the card and guess at what type of batting average he had, because it doesn't say it on it. And it leaves you in the dark a little bit and just kind of. That's the way they went with it. So that's fine with me. That's what I'm used to. So Skowron now. So I don't know. Do I want to face Skowron? Do I want to face Blanchard? Both have pretty good cards. So we're going to go with Skowron. So Bass gets the sign. 2 outs, 2 on. Yanks have a big opportunity here, and we're shaking those dice in the cup. Here goes, and that's a 36, which will be popped up. 33 with second and third. I'm pretty sure that's a pop-up of some kind. And that's going to be High fly to left, and third baseman Bertoya is there. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. Top of the seventh. Here we come. All right, so Pignatano is stepping in the box against Stafford. We're pushing Stafford to make as few changes as possible. That's a drive down the line. Maris on the run, and Maris comes up with it. Good catch. Flashing a little bit of the leather out there in right field. So Maris can do it all, if you will. And that's one out here in the top of the seventh. In Yankee Stadium, 1961, replaying the Roger Maris 1961 61 home runs. Because I started this last year when it was hot and heavy with Aaron Judge. And early on, I believe, or middle of the year last year. And I keep these going for a year or two. I don't know how long. Here's Leo Posada, and that's a Snake Eyes, and that's a second column drive. And let's see what that's going to become. And that ball is one hop off the wall. Berra is going to play it, and digging for second, and in there with a double is Leo Posada. Bertoya now, Reno Bertoya. Third baseman, Bill Stafford. 6 hits so far. Here's a pitch. And a 25 and a 9 on a B with a runner on second base. Everything is on the charts, and that's going to be through. S is out at home. He's not S, so he scores. RBI single, and the Kansas City Athletics have taken the lead. Oh, let me go back and score him. He will score there. And now it's going to be pitcher Bass with a runner on first, and he will square. And here's the bunt, and it's a 22. That should be a good bunt, and it is. We'll make it to the pitcher. Doesn't really matter. S1. And an insurance run is on at second base here now in scoring position. Bertoya is an average speed guy with Dick Hauser batting. Dick Hauser had a lot of stolen bases, as he has an 11 and 15, 11 and 25. Dick Hauser is a right-handed hitter from Miami, Florida. Born in 37, so in 61, he's 47, 57. He's 24 years old. Dick Hauser versus Stafford in the pitch. And that is going to be a 45, which will be ball 4. So he walks them. That puts runners on first and second. Again, we're pushing Stafford, who's our B pitcher. Scores 4-3. Top of the seventh. 2 on, 2 out. Bertoya takes his lead off second. Hauser off first. Pilarczyk on the mound. At the plate. That's from the left side. And here's the pitch. And that is a 16, which is a 12 with first and second. And that's going to be, I'm using the big boards, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Excuse me, Kubik flips it to second base for the Force. All right, so it's Norm Bass continues on the mound. And we're in the bottom of the seventh, 4-3. Athletics. And let's do it. Blanchard, Johnny Blanchard, left-handed hitter. And that's a 65. Popped up, fly out to right field down the line. Pilarczyk is there, makes the catch, 1 away. So here is Bobby Richardson now. And 63 is popped up behind the plate. Pignatano in foul ground near the stands, makes the catch, 2 away. And Bill Stafford is up now with 2 outs. Do I keep Stafford in there with 2 outs? Oh, heck yeah. I have a great pitching staff, and I don't want to overuse them. And that's going to be a 32, and that's bounced to Lumpy. Picks it up, throws him out. Easy inning for Norm Bass. And here is Gene Stevens leading off the top of the 8th inning against Stafford. Yankees replay. I'm back at it, 32, and that's a ground ball up the middle. Richardson, excuse me, gets there, plants, and throws him out, 4-3. So Stevens bounces out. Out number one. Next up is Seaburn, another lefty bat. That's a 23, and that's hit to Kubek in the hole. Long throw, and Skowron scoops it out, 6-3, 2 away. 2 quick outs for Bill Stafford. We need Bill Stafford to give us some innings. I think this bullpen's been overworked, and it's lumpy. 41 is a ground ball to Kubek, and he throws out Lumpy to retire the side. And it's Boyer now in the bottom of the 8th inning against Bass. That's a 46. Struck him out for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Kubek is next, and that's a 22. That's line. Base hit. So he rips one to center. Played on a hop by Stevens, and Kubek is on with a single. That's the tying run. Roger Maris now. And let's again look at the bullpen and see what we got waiting for us there. In the bullpen, we've got a guy named Archer. He's going to be starting soon. He's starting our next game, I think. So we got Don Larson we can use. We've got Kunkel. Let me see. I don't know if I have Don Larson available, but I believe I have Kunkel available. Sandowski, he's not there either. Pete Ramos, not available. Moore's not available. Holy smokes. Daly is in red, so he is tired. Sullivan, Hawkins, Del Greco, Ditmar, not there. Archer, he is again a starter. Shaw, not available. Kunkel, so I do have Kunkel. I have Nuxall. Nuxall is also available. And I have Rakow. He's available. Oh no, he's the third starter in three games. And then Walker. Walker's not available. Oh, Walker's tired. Alright, so I have 2 guys I can bring in. Nuxall, Joe Nuxall, lefty, and Kunkel, Bill Kunkel. So let's go for on the lefty, we're going to go to Joe Nuxall to face Maris. See what happens. Not much of a pitcher. He's a D. He'll become a C to this first batter. And here's a pitch to Maris. And a 15 is going to be ripped. And that's going to send Tony Kubek to third. Ripped to right center field and cut off by Pilarczyk. Going to third is Kubek. So we got runners on first and third here. Tying run is 90 feet away. It's Mickey Mantle. Switch hitter bats from the right side against the lefty Nuxall. And the pitch. And that's a 55. And that's going to be, he becomes a D again. So that's a base hit. And Maris, I think, will go to third on this. First and third. Let's see. First and third on that pitch against a deep pitcher. Single to a runner to third. So first and third again. The game is tied. Yogi Berra now. Infield is in. And a 21 is a fly ball to right. Let's see if Pilarczyk is a 2 out there. So 32 is a shallow fly ball to right. And tagging up his Maris, but he won't go. 2 away. Yankees have tied it up. It's 4-4. They got the go-ahead run 90 feet away, and here comes Skowron. Moose Skowron. And the pitch to Skowron 51-9. That's a base hit. The run will score. The Yankees go up 5-4. And first and third, runner other third. So first and third again. And the Yankees have scored 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Take a 5-4 lead. Moose Skowron comes up huge. And it's Tommy Blanchard. Well, that's lefty. We're gonna see what we got. Righty. Howard's gonna come in. Elston Howard. And the pitch, 15, and that's line base hit. That's another run. And first and third with a 7. Single to left. Skowron is going to be thrown out at third. So a single to right, Pilarczyk on target at third, and they throw out Skowron, but another run comes in. Single and out at third. 9-5. No cutoff there for that one. And the inning's over. Yanks pick up 3 runs. They lead 6-2. The catcher's going to be Howard. Elston Howard. And Stafford's going for complete game victory. He will face Pignatano here. Top of the 9th, 6-4. Yankees. And the pitch. And the 23. It'll be bounced up the middle. Kubek gets there. Throws on the run. Gets Pignatano. Leo Posada's next. And 62 is a swing and a miss. Curveball gets him. So the Kansas City Athletics down to their last out, and it's Reno Bertoia. Pitch 13, that's ball 4. So that's going to bring the tying run to the plate, and it's next to all the pitchers, so we're going to go look for somebody with a little bit of power, and that's Causey. He's a lefty. Will Causey. Good power. And he will bat. Let's see if I can find him. I got Carey. I got Causey. I wonder what team he was on. This whole thing I'm investigating because so he must be on another team. Let me see if some other players here. Okay. So I don't have them available. Let me find out why. Give me a second here. All right, we're starting game 2. Yankees won the first one 6-4. And in this one, it's Jim Archer for the Kansas City Athletics versus Danny McDevitt. McDevitt's he is a YW, whereas Archer is a B and a Z. So we got a C pitcher, YW. So I'm gonna have to pay attention. And let's get this started. I'm gonna flip these 2, and let's play ball. Playing APBA 62-24, and that is bounced to second base, scooped up by Richardson. And that, my friends, is the first out of the game. And it will be a 4-3. So Hauser bouncing out. Next is Hank Bauer, playing in this one with a 12, and that's bounced to grounded to Richardson. And that will be 2 down. Here's Posada batting third, the right-handed hitter, 13. That's ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk. Puts Posada on first. Average speed. And it's Norman Seaburn. Pitch. Oh, that's a drive. Deep to right. Back goes Maris to the track. Gone out of here. 2-0. Kansas City over the Yanks. Just like that. Sullivan next. Haywood. Oh no, it's Pignatano. I got Pignatano. Where is Piggy? What did I do? Did I dump him on the side? shortstop. And a 41 will be bounced to third. Scooped up by Boyer. Long throw. And in time. And that retires the side. All right, Clayton Boyer leads off against Jim Archer, who's a heck of a pitcher. He's a B pitcher, and that's a drive to right center. Sullivan under it. Went down. Next up is Tony Kubek, 34, and that is lined to center to Posada. And it's Roger Maris, 64, and that struck him out. That retires the side. So Mantle, we're going to do some quick tracking. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's quickly track Mantle. So Mantle is Lopez. Mantle is a 3. You got Maris is a 2. And Lopez is a 1. You got a shortstop, 8. Second base, 8. And Howard's an 8 catcher. Scarron's a 4. First base. And my third baby. He is Clink Boyer, and he's a 5. Third base. All right. So it's Sullivan up. Put this over here on the side. Pitch to Sullivan. That's line. Base hit. Base hit. Yep. On with a single. Sullivan is slow, and he won't touch that, which is hustle for Toya with the pitch at 41. That's grounded to short. Kubek flips to Richardson. Throw to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. And here comes Carey. Andy Carey. Third baseman. Pretty good third baseman out of 4 snake eyes. And that's going to be the second column. Extra bases. And it is going to be extra bases. It's going to be a double that splits the outfielders. And Carey into second base with a 2-out double. That's going to bring up Archer, the pitcher. Pitch to Archer, snake eyes, and that's going to be a base hit and score. Coming around to score. Oh, he's slow. He's slow. Let's see what happens. Maybe a play out at the plate here. 7 with a slow runner. Nope, he scores on 7. So the Athletics have taken a 3-0 lead. Deja vu all over again. So Archer, and it's going to be the top of the order. Here goes. And that's a 44 again against the C pitcher. And that'll be a base hit. And Archer will go where? Let's say Archer. Archer's average speed, so he'll go to third, first and third. And Bauer, Hank Bauer. A pitch from McDevitt. And a 22 will be another base hit, 7 this time. First and third. Oh, first and third and a 7. Against a C pitcher is a runner. S out. Hauser's not S. He is not. He goes to third, first and third, and it's 4-1. And Posada's up now. See if we can do something but roll 44s and another base hit. And Bauer now. Is he slow? He is slow, so he may get thrown out going third. We need that. And 8, he does single, thrown out going third. But Maris on the money to third who tags him out. So it's a single, run scores, runner out at third. 9-5. But damage has been done. They scored 5 runs. So McDevitt finds himself down by 5 here with Mickey Mantle leads off against Archer with a 54, and that's a drive to right. Sullivan on his horse and catches up to it. Next is Elston Howard, 35. Now hit hard and into center field for a base hit. Oh no, that's an 8. It's caught by the center fielder. Wow, nice sliding catch. Robs Howard of a hit. And here's Moose Sky with a 65, and that is a 37 is a foul ball. And the 12 will be bounced to second base. Bertoya up with it. And that retires the side. So Tim Archer is pitching extremely well here at the top of the third inning with Seaburn leading off, and that's a 65. Fly ball to left. Lopez under it. 1 down. Next up is Pignatano from Brooklyn, New York. And it's a 52, which will be cracked down the line, and Boyer scoops it up. Long throw to first, and in time. And next up is Sullivan with a 32, which will be bounced to Richardson. Go to the bottom of the third. Hector Lopez leads off. Pitch from Archer, and he whacks it to center field. Posada plays it on a hop, so Lopez is on with a single. Here's Bobby Richardson. Hit and run. What do you say? Let's do it. There goes a runner, 36, and that's a 32. It's going to be to right. And back to first goes Lopez. Here's McDevitt now. McDevitt down by 5. He's going to swing away with a 53 and a 21. 21 runner on first. It's going to be an error on the first baseman, E3. An error on Seaburn. Puts runners on first and second. For Boyer. Actually, 53 was a. Where was I reading that? Oh, it was McDevitt batting. That's why. All right. So Boyer's up now. 1 out. The pitch. 44. That's the line. That's a base hit. Lopez will come around to score on an 8. McDevitt go to third. So the Yanks are on the board 5-1. Tony Kubik is up next. Up in the box, left-handed hitter with a 43, and that's going to be a 29. First and third. First and third, 29, and that is a 1-3 runner holds. Runner to second, 1-3. So let's do that here. Ground ball, pitcher to first base. Runner holds to third, and goes to second. Excuse me. Here's Roger Maris. 2 outs, second and third. A long ball here would bring the Yankees in 1. Here it is. And that, 65, and that's a deep fly to right. Sullivan to the track, hauls it in. And again, the ball did not carry. Bertoya, that's my olive oil. Pitch from McDevitt, it's a 12, and it is a ground ball to second base. Scooped up by Richardson, 1 away. Why I have a pen in my hand, I have no idea. Carries next, 62, and that will be strike 3. Got him looking. And now it's going to be Archer who's up. And it's a 22, which will be line base hit. So Archer picks up a 9 is going to be an out. It's going to be popped up. Third baseline. Throw it out of the side. All right. So bottom of the fourth, and it's Mantle. Pitch the Mantle. 23, and that's a ground ball to short. Hauser up with it, throws him out, 1 down. Howard with 53. That's an error on the shortstop. So ground ball to Hauser, and he boots it E6, and Howard is on at first. Here's Scallon with a 24, and he swings and misses at a high fastball for the second out. And Lopez, Hector Lopez, 22, and that's line base hit. Howard may get thrown out. He will get thrown out at third. Single, and he's out at third. It's going to be 9-5. Let me just make sure. First with an 8. Yep. And it's Hauser leading off on the top of the fifth. Kansas City 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. New York with 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Just the pitch from McDevitt, 36, and that's going to be a strikeout. Because of his 33, I believe that's a strikeout. Next is Bauer. Pitch to Bauer, 22, and that's going to be ripped to left center field. A scorcher off the bat of Bauer. And here's Posada. Posada with the snake eyes, and that's going to be double column. That's going to be trouble, and that ball is deep and way back, gone into the seats. 2-run shot, and that's going to be it for McDevitt. McDevitt's going to get pulled. Yikes, 5.24 ERA. So let's pull McDevitt and Renniff. And we'll bring in Renniff. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, I don't think they have him. Let me see if I can find him in this other set. So I'm going to have to print out another card. Alright, I don't have Renniff. So let me print out a card for Renniff. Alright, Hal Renniff is ready to play. Printed him out quickly. So let's get pictures. Renniff. I think I put him in there already, right? No. Renniff. There he is. Alright, he's in the game. Facing Steven. Run around first. Somebody should be on base because I just whacked a 22, which is a 7. So Seaburn's singled. Right? It was a strikeout, single, home run, and then a single. Oh no, that was a home run. That was a home run. I'm wrong here. Let's back up. Okay, Seaburn's up. Against Hal Renniff. He's at AW. And it's a 52. That'll be a ground ball to third, scooped up by Boyer. Ball through to first in time. Picking time is next. And a 12 bounce to second base. Richardson makes the play. That retires the side. So easy inning. Easy couple of outs. strikeouts for Renniff. Here's Richardson. The Yankees have to come back. They trail by 7 to 1, 24, and that's a fly up left. Bauer under it. Renniff is up. We got a bat. 56, and that's line base hit. Oh no, that's going to be caught by the center fielder. And it's Boyer now. 61 will be ground ball to short. Hauser to retire the side. So easy inning for Archer, who's a B. So he's a good starter. Here's Sullivan. Renniff, the pitch, fly ball left field. Can of corn for Lopez. For Toya, 15, and that's line base hit. So he's on first. Gets his lead. Renniff takes a look at him. Carry. Swings the bat. And it's a ground ball to short. And that's going to be a fielder's choice, 6-4. And he's going to bring up Archer now, batting. He'll run on first and 2 outs. And a 51 will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Go to the bottom of the 6th now. Tony Kubek leads off. And a 46 will be a pop-up right side. Back goes Bertoya and Steber, and in comes Sullivan, and Sullivan makes the catch. And makes his 43, which will be 29. Bounce tapped right back to Archer. Feels his position and throws out Maris. And here's Mantle. 23, and that is a ground ball up the middle. Howard gets there and throws him out to retire the side. We go to top of the 7th. Here's Hauser now. Doogie Hauser's up. Dick Hauser. Pitch from Rennick, 52. Bounced it to third. Boyer makes a nice play. Bauer with a 61. That's a 40. That's a base on balls because of the W. Pretty sure off the top of my head. Yep. So Posada would have went on first. Pitch to Posada. That's a 62. Struck him out. 2 out. Next up is the lefty Seaburn. Pitch from Rennick. That's 41. Is a 41. That's going to be crazy. And that is going to be a batter safe on a fielder's choice. But that'll end the inning. But then there's going to be some sort of an injury sliding. So Bauer will be injured sliding. We'll play injuries today and pull him out. So Bauer, who's playing left field, he will be replaced by somebody else who's going to play left field, and that will be Stevens. So Stevens is out left, replacing Bauer, who's injured on the slide. Where the hell is Stevens? I could have sworn I just had him somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. So Stevens is playing in the place of Bauer. Pull Bauer out, put Stevens in there. Anybody else than Howard leads off here against Archer. Archer's going for a complete game, obviously, in the bottom of the 7th. Pitching very well, 62. And that is a 38, which is a ball. 23, and that's a ground ball to shortstop. Hauser up with it. 1 down. Scouring the moose. Pitch from Archer, 23, and that's hit to short. 2 down. Mr. Lopez, 21, and that's lifted to left center. Stevens is out there. All right, top of the 8th inning. Score 7-1. Second game of a doubleheader here. Pingatano against Rennick. And that's a 15 against an A pitcher will be a something. Let me see an A against an A pitcher. It's a pop up till third base. Sullivan walks, and Bertoya is up next with a 56 and a 34. That'll be a W. 34 will be a pop up to the shortstop, middle infield, Richardson and Kubik, and it's Kubik who makes the catch. And now it's Carey, Andy Carey. Pitch a 36, and that'll be a 33, which is a high fly between Kubik and Boyer, and it's Boyer who makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the eighth now. Bobby Richardson. What's he batting? 215. Here's the pitch. 15. That is a line. Base hit. So he picks up a single. Picks up a single. We've got Renniff down by 7. So we're going to pinch hit for Renniff. See who we grab. Going to be Bob Serve. He throws lefty, so we're going to bring in Serve. I'm going to serve up Serve. Bob Serve, here he is. Pitch to Serve, and that is a 16, which would be a 12, and they're going to turn that. It's going to go 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs. Boyer's batting 301. 31 is base on balls. Keeps the inning alive here in the bottom of the eighth with Tony Kubik coming up now. Pitch from Archer, and that's a base hit. A 7. Runners will play it safe. And here is Roger Maris, and that ball is a 15. Runners on first and second. 15. First and second, 15. Stevens is what in left field? Stevens is a 2 in left field. So 15 will be a single. 1 scores. Other at the third, out of a second on throw home. We are going to play it safe. Going to ignore all that. Just put our bases loaded to bring up Mickey Mantle. Oh, and that's going to be 35 with the bases loaded. And that is going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So Mantle leaves the bases loaded, and the Yankees are going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Clevenger. The Cleaver. Let's see if I got him here. Haven't played with these guys for a while. I feel like I'm missing players. Okay, so I don't have Clevenger available, so I'm going to print them out. All right, there's Clevenger. He's ready to pitch. Get back to the game, top of the ninth. It's Clevenger versus Archer. 26, and that'll be a fly ball to left. 1 down. Next is Hauser. Clevenger's a BW34, and that is a drive to center field. Mantle on the run, and Mantle tracks it down 2 away. And here is Stevens. Tex Clevenger. Pitch 31, and that's ball 4. Clevenger loses him, doesn't offer. And here's Posada with a 23, and that'll be a ground ball to short. Kubik over to second for the force, and that retires the side. Bottom of the ninth, last licks for the Yanks. See if they can do something. They're down by 6 runs. It's going to be Howard leading off. Archer's going for a complete game victory. And it's a 15. That'll be line base hit. So Howard picks up a single. Scouring is next. Everybody's playing it safe right now. 53 is a 20. And the second baseman, Bertoya, is first and second with nobody out. And here comes Hector Lopez. Pitch from Archer. And that's a 35. Struck him out. One down. Bobby Richardson's next. 35. And that'll be a 26. Let's see what that becomes. First and second, 26. He is a low second baseman, so it's an infield fly. So I'll pop up to the second baseman. And now we're going to bring in pinch hitter. It's going to be, let's see, those lefties. So we're going to see if we're righty power hitter. No. Going to have to bring in Yogi Berra. So Berra's coming in. The pinch hit. See what happens. See if we can keep it going. Here's the pitch from Archer, and that ball is a 36, which is ball 4. That's going to load the bases. So he walks Berra. That brings up Cleve Boyer out of the lineup. They're sticking with him. Boyer's in the box. He's a right-handed hitter. Archer, the southpaw, he's raised, and the pitch, 14, and that's going to be popped up left side. Stevens near the line, makes the catch, and the ball game is over, my friends. Yeah. So they split. Yanks win the first one, and Kansas City Athletics win the second one. Archer goes 4-1. Danny McDevitt loses at 1-2. Let's look at it's 22-26 for Kansas City and 28-22 for New York. Let's quickly look at Lopez had 2 hits, improved his batting average to 212. That's pretty much it. Posada had any home runs. He had Seaburn, his 8th. Posada, his 3rd. Nothing for the Yanks. Archer got his ERA down at 208. McDevitt is at 554. Right after came in. Did 3 in 2/3 innings, and then Clevenger 1 inning. And that's it, my friends. 2 back-to-back APBA games. I haven't played APBA in a while. APBA, I'll tell you, it's very, very straightforward. There's not a lot of twists and turns to APBA. Just you roll and there's a result, just like that. And so we will continue. Let's check quickly at the schedule, see what's coming up in the schedule. And see how the Yanks are doing in the standings as well. So the next game, they continue to play Kansas City. It's Herbert versus Coates. Herbert versus Coates. And the standings, let's see. Detroit is in first place. The Yanks trail by 8 games behind Cleveland. Yep. And the team we're playing is next to last place. They're in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place. Then you got 8th place and 9th place. So that's about it. I'll see you guys soon. Remember, like and subscribe to my channel. This is Tony Porter, Cars and Dice TV. And let's see. There are no home runs hit by the big boys today. But maybe next time. See what happens.